So guys, before we jump into the action today, quick shout out to this episode's sponsor. It is Callum Glenn's driving school. I'll post a link right about here. This guy, Callum, I'll tell you what, he's the #1 driving instructor for me on the South Coast. He really is. He's produced more drivers, more top quality drivers than Callaway, Ping and Wilson put together. So yeah, check him out. If you're looking to get on the road, or you know someone that's looking to get on the road, check him out, get in touch. He'll give you a quote and yeah, mention me. All right, he might even give you a discount. Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so let's jump into some hands, guys, shall we? Hello guys, and welcome to another edition of Danny Dog Poker. I make absolutely no apologies for the slow motion intro. First interesting hand of the session, we look down at King Queen of Clubs in the small blind. There is an under the gun raise to £7. The cut-off makes the call. We obviously just make the call here, and the big blind completes and makes the call. We see a nice flop. We flop the nut flush draw. Decide just to check here. See what happens. The big blind goes ahead and bets £30, which is ideal. And I'm just thinking how much to check raise to really at this point. The under the gun raiser makes the call. Now I think if we don't have the nut flush draw and we just have a small flush draw, it's fine just to call here and then fold on the turn of the river if or when we miss. But I think with the nut flush draw in general here, we need to be squeezing and raising, so we raise to £110. However, with this particular opponent that donk bets in the big blind, he either has an ace or a set or something, some sort of big hand. Basically, he's never folding an ace if he has one. So maybe we picked the wrong customer. However, I'm just really hoping that he's got a smaller flush draw. The under the gun raiser folds. I ask the big blind if he has 7-9 because I've got him on a hand such as open-ended. He doesn't answer me, which is a bit worrying. So we go to a run out. The turn is an offsuit 5, so he makes a pair, and the river is an offsuit 4, so he makes a straight, and it is not a club. So unfortunately, yeah, he has 7-5 of clubs. He had a monster draw. But yeah, we just got a little bit unlucky there, I think. So having rebought back in again, our next interesting hand is Ace of Hearts, Jack of Diamonds in the button. The straddle is on. The hijack just calls the £5 straddle. I raised to 12, which I don't love. I think I should make it bigger. Small blind calls, and the big blind and straddle both fold. So we're hoping for a favourable flop. Two opponents here that we don't really know much about. So yeah, we're hoping to flop well. Maybe hit an ace, maybe hit a jack. It's actually a 9-9-4 flop with 2 hearts. So we actually flop the backdoor flush draw. It checked around to me. I decide just to check and hope to improve on the turn. We do improve on the turn when we hit the Jack of Hearts. So not only do we now have top pair, we also have the nut flush draw. The pre-flop limper in the hijack bets £20. I make the call, and the small blind also makes the call. So apologies, it was actually 9-9-4 on the flop, not 9-4-4. So we're hoping on the river to bink a jack for the effective nuts, or even a heart for disguised nut flush. If we only had a heart, as somebody famously said. So what do you know, we hit the Queen of Hearts on the river, giving us the nut flush draw. And when it checked around to me here, it's pretty it's pretty obvious that nobody really has a full house. So I go ahead and bet £85, hoping for a call from a 9, or perhaps the King of Hearts, or even a hand like Jack Queen. So there's a few hands that are going to call us. Unfortunately on this occasion, our opponents both fold, but we pick up another nice little pot. The next hand of note, we're in the straddle, it's £5 straddle. The small blind folds, the big blind calls the £5 straddle. I raise it to £20 with ace king suited, hoping to flop well and hopefully catch an ace or a king. However, we do not. We miss completely, and when our opponent checks to us, we are quite happy just to check it back. Hoping for a nice turn, which I believe is a 10. Our opponent bets £25, we make the call. And we're just in a calling mood here. I think he's going to have a few bluffs in his range here. He is very capable. The river is a 4 of clubs, and when he bets £50, I just snap him off. I think he's bluffing. I want to see what he's got, keep him honest, snap call. He shows his hand, he has queen high, and we are good. We show our ace king and take down a £90 pot, something like that.
Check.
Check.
Check. 30.
Nice.
It's 5.
Wow. Really?
No, you're hallucinating.
So, straight to a turn on this one. We flop 2 pair, we check the flop, we check raise the turn. He bets £30, we make it 85, and then he jams. It's the same opponent that had 7-5 of clubs when he picked up a draw. However, this time I feel like he has an ace. I ask him if he has ace king. He says, call me if you want to find out. So yeah, let's see if we can avoid any more aces and hopefully pick up this pot. Unless, of course, he has a set. Let's have a look, shall we? So our opponent does in fact have ace queen.
Told you it was a long, didn't I?
Nice clean 2 on the river, and we scoop the pot.
You don't believe me?
So on to the next hand of note. We're still at the same table. We open ace 10 suited under the gun. The straddle is on. We make it £15. There's 2 callers, and the guy in the straddle who tried to bluff us earlier with queen high, he goes ahead and jams for like £140, I believe it is. I make the call. I'm not too worried about the players behind me. I think if they were strong, they're gonna re-raise me pre-flop. So they both get out the way, and we go to a run out, which is pretty favourable, as you can see. He has ace king, we have ace 10, and we hit our 10 and we hold and scoop a nice little pot again. Running well so far. So next interesting hand, we get moved to the main table because the other one was a feeder table. It was a must move table. Pretty non-eventful hand this really. There's a £7 raise from under the gun. The button makes the call, and I make it £40 with pocket tens. Like I say, it's pretty uneventful. The early position makes the call. We get a fan of the vlog there waving at us, which is always nice. It's a fairly clean run out. It's a low flop. We go ahead and bet. We lead out for £30. He makes the call. It's a clean turn card. We bet £45, and our opponent folds and mucks. So good start to the new table. So we are in the button in this next hand. We're straight to a flop, as you can see in terms of graphics. We open Jack 9 of diamonds, the straddle is on, we get 2 collars, and we see a very favourable flop of top pair and a flush draw. We continue to £20, the small blind gets out of the way, but the straddle goes all in for his last £100. I think this is just an absolute slam dunk of a call here. I'm not going to do anything else. Definitely not going to fold, can't raise. So put in the call, hoping, I think, to catch a diamond. Perhaps we don't want a diamond if he's got a bigger flush draw. And despite the fact that we do not hit our diamond, we do in fact river 2 pair, which is very good. And we go ahead and scoop in another pot. So the run good does continue for the evening. So yeah, good session so far, good table action here on this one. And yeah, enjoying it, good session, winning pots, picking pots up, running well, long may it continue. Okay, strap yourselves in, this one's going to be a bumpy ride. We look down at pocket queens in this next hand, and I've not seen a pair of ladies looking better than that since the Playboy days. So we the under the gun opens to £15 because the straddle is on. Under the gun +1 makes the call, and we raise to £72. Hoping to see a safe flop. It's fairly safe, I think. When it comes 9, 7, 8 rainbow, there's absolutely no reason for us to slow down, so we continue. And the sizing here, I'm targeting hands like ace 10, non-believing ace 10s that might be open-ended, suited ace 10s. We go ahead and bet £40, probably a little bit small in hindsight. He quickly calls, and then it's just a horrible card on the turn, because it does in fact bring in this straight draw. So we've now got a Jack 9, 8, 7 board with a flush draw there as well. So if he did have a 10, such as ace 10 or pocket 10s, he's now made a straight. We bet £100 on the turn. Of course, I'm now losing to like numerous hands, Jacks, 10s, 8s, 9s and 7s. So yeah, it's a very, very horrible board. He thinks for a bit and then goes all in. I've still got about £350 left at this point in the stack remaining, and I don't think it's too hard of a hand to get away from. So I think for a bit, look at that board, look at that. Jack 9, 7, 8. Sorry, there's no flush draw there. Sorry, there's a flush draw, 2 diamonds. But yeah, for me, it's a fairly simple fold. I go ahead and make the laydown, feeling that I'm behind. £40. So the next noble hand of the night, and it is the last hand of the night, we 3-bet with this beautiful hand, pocket kings. I've not seen a better pair of cowboys since the Magnificent 7, the original, not the one that Denzel Washington done recently. So we raise it pre-flop to £40. We 3-bet pre-flop to £40. Our opponent tanks for a while actually, and I'm not sure what he's going to do. Well, he's not played a hand in a while. He's very tight. I'm hoping he's got a hand like ace king and ace queen, and he just doesn't want to let it go because he's seeming to be fairly active. So I'll let you listen to the audio from here on.
But you've not folded, so that's not a good sign. I'm not sure how to feel. Oh, he's hiding blacks behind there. I didn't see those. You got blacks behind your stack there, have you?
Only the one.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Check. Careful.
So our opponent jams, we call, and sure enough, he has ace queen.
Call.
He's already put too much in the middle. He's never going to fold, and we get very lucky on the turn there. So I hope you enjoyed watching the vlog. It's been a while since I posted, so yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. We were in for £600 and out for £1,100, booking a profit of £500 on the evening session. As always, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment by all means on any of the hands that you found interesting, or you felt that we misplayed or played well. Yeah, don't forget to comment, like and subscribe. Cheers guys, all the best. See you next time, where we may just be posting a losing vlog for a change. It has been a while, but yeah, stay lucky, all the best.